And we are live. Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Kast. It's your host, formerly known as Bad Luck Chuck. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms. Watch us on Twitter. Please hit the retweet and like button. Share it to everybody that you know. My guy Country on the right. Boogie will be here in a second, getting this stuff situated. So yeah, we 0-2. It's on to the Giants. We're facing some very bad history with this Giants team. We never beat them on the road. We also we trying to avoid 0-3 for the first time since 2011. So we got some things to, check off and avoid. So country man, how you feeling, man? How we feeling?
Oh, doom and gloom. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like they all right, man. I feel like it's gonna be okay. I like the response last week. The energy was there. The still bad on offense though. Even though we got some good news today with the offensive side of the ball, I would say that's something we'll get into later. But the energy was there. The fight was there. You just got to get over the hump. And I think Giants present an opportunity for you to get over the hump. Um, we 0-7. How? What does that mean? The last seven, or
The last seven we don't play in New York. We never beat the Giants on the road.
when the last time we played in New York, though?
Remember that game when Alex Smith was the quarterback and that Travis Kelsey tried to throw a reverse pass and got picked off.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we
Yeah, we
lost.
beat
We lost
ourselves that
in
day.
overtime. Yeah,
Hmm?
we lost that game in overtime. It was an awful watch that day. So
Yeah, yeah. I ain't worried about that. It's about time to beat them. Um, Yeah, they need to bounce back. They know they need to bounce back. It's nothing that you could say in the media and nothing that you could say post game or anything like that. You know what you need to do in the job that needs to be presented. So they just got to go out there and get the job done.
yeah, simple as that, man. So we got some latest news and everything. We saw that Jalen Rose had a full practice today.
That's a
Um,
blessing.
so that's a good sign right there. He might be making his debut on Sunday night. Zach Worthy, he's still limited at the moment. So
Yeah.
we don't know if he's gonna be out for another week or he's gonna try to give it a go. So there's that. The thing. All right, so here we go. Looks like Boogie got his stuff together.
There you
There he
go.
is. What's happening, Boog? What's good, man?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
It's
we hear you.
depressing.
Can you hear us?
Okay. Yeah, it is depressing. What's going on, gang?
What's good with you, man? Yeah, how you feeling about this week?
Must win. We gotta win this week, man. Yeah, we a couple plays away, but yeah, we can't lose to the Giants. If we lose to the Giants, I'm joining what's the podcast? We gotta do some college. I'm looking at college football if we
I'm
lose
going
to the
to the
Giants
Red
this week.
Shirt Podcast.
Yeah, man, I'm going to the red shirt. We lose this week, so we'll see.
Oh
Shout
man.
out to the Red Shirt Podcast.
Oh man.
That's funny.
But yeah, we was going over the Chiefs' latest injury report, man. We saw that Jalen Rose is fully practicing for the
Yep.
first time. Xavier Worthy, he's still a question mark. He's limited right now. And then so yeah, we don't have much going on with injuries. I know they said Patrick Mahomes is dealing with a wrist injury, but I don't think it's anything too crazy.
Maybe they can run the ball now because his wrist hurt. Maybe you don't have to throw 40 times.
With who?
Maybe
Mahomes the best
they
running
can
back we
run.
got right now. Nah, man.
Look, man.
That room is horrible. Come on,
I
V.
see a lot of people mad that he running though. I don't. If he running, it's not like he running recklessly. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he's running in a safe way.
that's not the point. The point is that you're not gonna win like that with Patrick Mahomes as your leading rusher every game. Uh,
No, it's
you're gonna
not
have a
No,
sustainable.
I didn't say. But he don't. He ain't running. he's not running. He's not Lamar Jackson. Like he's not running
But
us into a
it's
win.
not
Like he's
the
just
point.
getting.
Again, that's not the point. The
Yeah.
point is that we got to get our running backs going in the run game. And these coaches are hell
I'm,
bent on trying to
I'm,
do stuff from the shotgun. They don't want to go in the center enough. They barely do it. It's either the running backs don't have good vision or the offensive line
No,
not getting the push up front. It's
both.
one of the two. So, and you seeing this, and like TJ said, the Bills run game. Yeah, those guys they taking on double teams. They getting downhill. I mean, we can't even get downhill because we want to run for shotgun all the time. So
And they just got a good running back. I mean,
yeah.
let's not overthink this. They actually have a good running back.
that
Our
is a fact.
whole room is below average. But we knew this before the draft. We knew this all summer. Same problems.
Yeah, you ain't lying because we was actually ranked near the bottom as far as like running back before the season started, and it's showing right now. I mean, hey, you don't even see Pacheco or Kareem Hunt when you
In the
look up
top 50.
stats.
In the top
Yeah,
50. Yeah, you gotta go to the second page, man. That's
yeah,
how bad it's been.
pretty terrible. So we got that going on, man. I mean, the last time the Chiefs played in Jersey it was against the Jets. We saw Pacheco. He broke out that long run and scored a touchdown. I mean, are you guys confident that Pacheco can snap out of it again going back home? Does he score another touchdown heading back home in Jersey? So, Coach,
Yeah, did we play
yeah,
them
yeah,
at MetLife Stadium?
yeah. We played the Jets and MetLife Stadium, but it's the Giants now. So
It's the same stadium.
I know.
Huh. Man, y'all act like we ain't never won there before. Like
Yes,
I'm
but
starting to
that's a
feel
different
away.
opponent. That's a different opponent.
Man, but it's the same place. That don't mean that. I ain't worried about that.
And
Pacheco
look,
needs to score in front of his hometown. This is hometown. His people gonna be there. Boy, that is the echo. You hear that? Is that me?
hear anything?
Okay, never mind. He should be ready to play in New Jersey, man. Like Pacheco just got to be patient, man. I don't know what it feel like he rushing, or maybe he's still dealing with that injury. You know, his vision has been a problem since he got here. It ain't changed. So, I mean, he's just gonna have to run. He's just gonna have to do better. You ain't
Yeah,
got no choice.
I
I
don't
know.
think it's an injury at all.
Yeah, I know the film that I watched from the Eagles game. Like there was two runs in particular where Creed and Trey just cleared the lane and he didn't follow them. He bounced it outside, lost 3 yards on one run, then another run. He just stayed going up the middle. He didn't get much yardage there. I mean, on that particular play, I felt like he could have got close to the goal line. So it's a real problem in that running
When the
back room.
last time he ran up the middle? I ain't even seen him run up the middle. And when the last time he ran up the middle? When he got hurt?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, look. I mean, he really does that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kareem is more inclined to run the middle, taking punishment in the trade
Kareem
zone.
ain't the problem. We
I
already
know
know
he's
what
not.
Kareem is.
I feel like they trust Kareem more, but I even feel like Kareem is this is bottom of the barrel running backs, man. Like
I mean, what you gonna do? Who else? Who else is there out there?
I mean, we're stuck.
no,
We're
I don't
stuck.
think we
We're stuck
stuck.
at this
It's
point.
no, I ain't gonna say that. It's still early. You can make trades. People make people available, but it's just we should have been did this. We've had multiple chances to fix the running back room through the draft, through free agency, via trade. For whatever reason, they are so confident that Pacheco was going to be 1,000 yard type back, but now they already look like they got more faith in Kareem Hunt. So I think they gonna make a move. I definitely
They
think they
just
go
don't
trade.
run like that, though. We've been complaining about that forever. They don't run the ball like that.
Well, like what though?
Like no, like Buffalo. Y'all getting depressed watching Buffalo? We don't run the ball like Buffalo.
Well, when Kareem Hunt last year, we was running him like that. Like Kareem Hunt was getting carries. It wasn't like we wasn't running the ball. That's not true.
Yeah, and at
Who
the
else
same
did
time,
you have though? Like, I mean, they didn't have nobody to throw it to neither.
at the same token, yeah, while we did run Kareem Hunt like that, the when he first got here, I mean, we realized quickly that Kareem wasn't going to be able to sustain that because he was just getting off the couch and everything.
But he was getting
Also,
the attempts, Chuck.
oh, for sure, and he was
And
producing, but we knew that wasn't going to last long. And another thing, like the Bills, they run a different run scheme. They run more I formation. They run more, three tight end set, bunch formation when they run the football.
I'm saying when they was confident in Kareem Hunt, they ran the ball. It wasn't just because the receivers wasn't good. Because we just was down 2, 3 receivers. We just was down 3 receivers last week. They still didn't run the ball, right?
Yeah,
What's not right about that country?
I didn't say nothing.
Ah,
They didn't
I
run the
just see you
ball.
shaking your head. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying they don't run the ball like that. Like, I don't.
But
They ain't.
but that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
Now they not running it because I think they don't trust their running backs. Last year, when Pacheco was hurt, we ran the ball with Kareem Hunt more than we ran right now. Period. Right?
yeah.
I'm gonna go back to what I said, and I know it's not gonna be popular, but I don't think Pat care about running the ball.
What, Pat?
Yeah, I don't think you want to run the ball. I think
Look,
he rather throw the ball than run it.
Yeah, when you got Pacheco, when you handed him the ball, I would definitely want to throw it too. I think that's the problem. See, you don't have the players to run the ball like that. The fix is about to be Clyde, man. We got to go make a trade. We got to
oh
get
man,
somebody in the
we
room.
yeah, I definitely saw that. Clyde got elevated. Did Clyde get elevated to the roster, or
He's gonna get. This is gonna be our savior. It's gonna be Clyde running the ball, man.
'cause I saw he practiced
Come
with the
on, man.
second team. He practiced with the second team today. I was like, oh boy.
This is nasty how they doing Mahomes, man.
And you want to know something, man? This is why the Chiefs need to switch how they approach things on offense because, like, Matt Lane put this out there and basically three different categories. You know what I'm saying? Like every which way the Chiefs have ran plays under center, it's been better. It's been more efficient than when they do stuff from the shotgun, whether it's throwing the ball, whether it's running the ball. So I know it's 2 games, it's a small sample size, but that's what the Chiefs need to consider because I just find it funny, like Andy Reid and Matt Nagy, they talking about Patrick Mahomes being under center, and like Andy Reid mentioned the quarterback sneak, right? He said he gives Patrick Mahomes free will to call his own number. But then like Patrick Mahomes is like, I respect Andy Reid so much, I just don't do it. And it's like, what the heck is going on, man? Like, are y'all saving it for when y'all about to get eliminated from the playoffs?
Yeah, they need
So
to.
if he
We
got
need
the
to move away
ability
from
to
that.
call his own, if he got the ability to call his own number, that means he got the ability to call the play what he gonna run too, right?
If
Yeah,
if
you
Andy
do that.
Reid was confident in the running game, it wouldn't matter if Pat want to throw the ball every time or not. That's on Andy Reid. Like it's not like Patrick Mahomes is not the coach. He can't just go out there and say, "No, we're gonna just
But he
audible to
got
a
the
pass every
ball in
time."
his hand though. He holds the ball 1,000%. Like he holds the ball on every play.
Nah, but he's not
At
the
the end of the
coach. He
day, it's
don't.
gonna be what Pat decided. Pat want to run the ball, he can run the ball. If he
I
want to
don't agree
throw,
with
he's
that.
gonna throw.
I don't agree with that. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is the coach. He don't just pick the plays. Andy Reid is calling the plays.
I'm saying he get a choice. I think Pat go into the lineup with 3 plays, 2 runs, 2 passes, and a run.
Yeah, I
Most
don't agree
likely.
with that.
That's cool. I mean, I'm not saying I don't know that to be true. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Because look, man, we done heard all kinds of stuff throughout the week when it comes to who's calling the plays and you
Well, the
know
guy that cut the
all-
grass with his
so we done heard it from all different angles. We done heard Mitch Schwartz come out and say something. We done heard the Browns group come out and say something. Nate Taylor was on radio all week, talking about this particular subject. So it's coming from all different directions. But I just find it funny because Matt Nagy said today on Patrick Mahomes being on the center, he said he'll be comfortable when it's productive in any run game. The run game is the quarterback's best friend. And yet we barely even running the football, and we're not in the right formations to run the football. So that's the thing that just frustrates me.
Chuck, let me ask you this: if we had a more explosive running back, do you think we could be effective running the ball in shotgun?
Absolutely. I mean, the only way it's gonna work is if you have an explosive back, like you have somebody like Alvin Kamara. I guess James Cook, who we watch right now, Devin Ain't those type of running backs. But I mean, there's not really a running back like that available right now.
We could have had plenty of good running backs in free agency, though, right?
We could have
Who?
we could have addressed it.
No. Who?
J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb,
He came in
Miles
for a visit
Sanders,
and left.
But I'm
Miles Sanders.
uh,
Nick Chubb
oh
is coming
Sanders.
off 2 major knee injuries. Like,
So what?
who?
That's all I'm about to say.
What you mean? So what?
Chubb looked like he lost a step a little bit. I ain't gonna
He's
hold you.
He
fragile, bro. What
he
you?
he lost a step. Is he better than every running back on our team right now? Yes or no?
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
temporary though. He gonna go out in a couple weeks anyway.
yeah,
He's
Okay,
coming off two major knee injuries.
which one of our running backs right now is not temporary on our roster?
Well, Nick
What?
Chubb is coming off 2 major
But country,
surgeries
country,
for his
country,
knees.
you did
He's
not
coming
answer
off
my question.
multiple injuries for his knees.
Country, but
He's
you didn't
damaged
answer my
good.
question. But did you answer my question?
It don't matter. It don't matter what
Okay.
you're saying because he's injury prone.
Okay.
He been injury prone.
yeah. My thing is, I like Nick Chubb, but he's clearly not the
Look,
same
he,
guy we
he just
saw in
got both
Cleveland.
his knees replaced. I'm confused.
Because like that burst, I mean, I could tell the burst is not like how it used to be.
Who has better burst, him or Pacheco right now?
I don't know, man. It looked like maybe
It,
him
it,
slightly, but it
it
ain't really
don't
much of a
matter if he can't
difference.
play though. It don't matter
Why do you keep saying if he can't play?
because he got 2 major knee injuries. He just coming off of.
So that means he ain't gonna never be able to play again because of that.
He ain't gonna be able to play
Pa-
17 games. He's not gonna be
Pacheco,
the bell cow that you asking
Pacheco,
for,
Pacheco is literally coming off a major injury.
bro. No, he's not
He's
coming
not.
off. Nick Chubb has torn up his knee on multiple occasions. What are you talking about?
He did that on multiple occasions, and he's better than every
Yes,
running back on our roster right now. It's not even close, right? Is that a true statement? Am I lying?
I ain't about to
Tell
say
me
it's
I'm
not.
lying.
Look, I ain't about to say it's not even close, but
Who else was out? Who else was out there, bro? Because
I'm about to tell you this. I'll tell you this. I'm not a fan of Miles Sanders. I'm not a fan of that name.
Is Pacheco better than him right now? You
they
see how
about
you
it.
keep hold on.
They
You
about
see
it.
how I keep asking you these players and you keep saying no to these players, but they still better than Pacheco? Is Javante Williams better than Pacheco?
But this season, yes. So far,
Is
Javante
J.K.
Williams.
Dobbins better than Pacheco?
Yes, this season, yes.
So I just named 4 or 5 running backs. We
Well,
could have
look,
got for $1 million in the offseason. But we spent it on Elijah Mitchell, who can't even play in the worst running back room in the NFL. What part is not true?
you coming off, both of them was gambles. If you would have got Javante Williams, you would be having the same story. He's coming off an injury. He ain't looked good since his rookie year. Let's see what
Yep.
he can do. Let's see what he got. It
So
would have
you
been
gam
either way, either one you choose. Maybe they
so
chose the wrong person.
yeah.
Cool. That happens. You brought J.K. Dobbins in for a visit. Josh Jacobs said, I don't want to deal with y'all
Josh
because y'all the
Jacobs was
Chiefs and I
last
used to
year.
play for the
That wasn't
Raiders.
even this year.
If you would have brought him in last year, what would we be talking about? Would we be talking about a running back if you
But
brought in Josh
if you
Jacobs
want to
last
bring up
year?
last year, there's plenty of other running backs we could add to this equation.
I'm Adam. Who?
I just named 4 different free agents this year.
Yeah, but all of them are coming off injuries. All of them are
Yeah,
damaged goods where they used to be.
none
You
of them
brought a
is,
couple of them in for a visit. Like, I don't know what you want them to
and
do.
none of them is getting paid no money that would have hurt our salary cap. None of them that I
Okay,
just
but
named.
you can't force nobody to sign with you. If you bring J.K. Dobbins in for a visit and he chooses to go somewhere else, what do you want us to do?
Sweeten the pot, make them stay. That's the GM's job, right?
Sweeten the pot for what?
For your running game. You got the worst running game
Man,
in the
no,
NFL.
I'm not about to cater to no J.K. Dobbins. He ain't that.
Okay. Well, that's
He
why
ain't
you
been
can't
that in
run
a
the
long
ball.
time.
How? He
When the
just was
last
in
time
the league
J.K.
in
Dobbins,
rushing.
he get
He
hurt?
just
He only play 8 games a year too.
and they still producing better than
But
Pacheco,
they
man.
damaged, bro. And when you need them, are they gonna be there?
When do you need Pacheco?
You gonna need a running back every game, and they only the only running back you got.
And I'm about to say you need him every game, but
And
he
where he
just got
been at?
he got to be better. I think is
Also, and if they only gonna run 9 times, if they only gonna run the game, run the ball 9 times a game, does it matter who you got there?
If they had J.K. Dobbins, they would be running it more than they running it now.
maybe
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
maybe.
Maybe. That's crazy. All right.
because but we done look we done this with every running back that done came here. I mean whether they've been great or not.
No, I just gave you an example. Last year, Kareem Hunt was getting 20
No,
carries a
no,
game.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about years prior. I'm talking about back when Andy Reid first started. Because
When Clyde got here, before he got hurt, he was getting 20 carries a game,
now,
Chuck.
hold on. Because if you don't, because you remember that Titans game we had at home that season opener when we had Jamal Charles a while back, and he barely got the ball that game.
Jamal was
And
the
he
shell
picked
of
up.
himself once Andy got here.
Nah, he
He
still had a
still
little
had
bit
like
left. He
he
still
still
had a
had
little
like
bit left,
17,
though.
18 touchdowns. Like we can't compare, man.
And he did have a Kareem Hunt before too. Like when Kareem first got here, I remember one game he had just 8 carries.
Yeah, one game, but Kareem Hunt, when he first got here, was 1,000 times better than anything we got on this roster. And he was throwing them the ball too.
I agree.
It's not the same. He was giving the running backs the ball. That's not a true statement. We don't run the ball. It's not a true statement.
There's some games that we do forget to run the ball, Bug. I mean, you can't deny that, bro. I'm sorry. And that's been Andy Reid's MO throughout his entire coaching career, where he's been in Philly or where he's been with the Chiefs. Sometimes he neglects the run game, he gets stubborn, and he wants to go pass at.
I mean, they both got 9 carries apiece for the season.
Oh,
Pacheco and
Kareem.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
And this is what gets me hot too, because this is another quote from Matt Nagy. The running back position, guys can get high. We don't have anything particular where we want to give one or the other more carries. He's like a shooter. When you get high, you want them to keep shooting. And yet again, these guys have barely touched the ball so far through the first two
When they
weeks.
get hot, yeah.
See, this is a joke.
We
This
got
is what I'm
Shump for
talking
shooting
about.
threes. We got Shump for shooting threes, and he talking about when they get hot. Come on, man.
This is a
Rondo
joke.
shooting threes, man.
This is a joke. It's a joke, man. I was like, look, y'all got to show me, man. Look, y'all just saying a bunch of bull crap, man. Like y'all talk a good game, and yet when it's time to do it, y'all don't do it. So there's that. Um, another thing I want to touch on. This goes back to what I was saying about the quarterback sneak stuff with Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, because he said this quote too. Like with regards to Patrick Mahomes scrambling, he said, "I'm okay with it as long as he comes back upright. We're okay. He's not taking big hits. He's a competitive kid." And I hear this quote, I see this quote, and I'm like, "You okay with Patrick Mahomes having to run for his life? He has to running over the defender, get out of bounds for a first down, and yet if it's 31 or 4th and 1, you're not comfortable with him getting a quarterback sneak in the scrum, getting 1 yard."
Yeah, we need to change that philosophy. That shit. We still gonna have PTSD from 2, 3 years ago. Like, come on, man. We got to get off that.
Nate Taylor said it best the other day. Andy Reid's coach is scared.
Mm,
And you can't have that. You can't have it. I'm like, I don't know how you coach is scared and you got multiple Super Bowls under your belt at this point in your career. You still worried about Patrick Mahomes getting hurt on the quarterback sneak again? Like it was a freak accident.
just
It
don't
was a
trust
freak
that
accident.
team, man.
It's terrible, dog. It's
It's
terrible.
still early though. It's still early.
Yeah. And John, you said it best. Here's the thing, John. Like you say the screen is our run game, but hey, we barely even use the screen
I
game.
must say that's something else. I would like to see us getting Josh Simmons to that second level, doing that type of stuff. But yeah, Andy Reid right now and Nagy and my Chuck boys. They got to scheme a little better than what they've been doing. What even happened to our first 15? Remember Andy Reid was known for that?
Hmm.
Like, come on, man. What we need a kick, man. If it's running the ball, whatever it is, we need to do something different. We need to
Yeah,
get more creative on offense, man. This shit's
and it goes back to this, bro. Like I done said it for the past few years. Even when we won the Super Bowl like 2 years ago, like the offense getting stale, man. Like I'm seeing the same stuff, and it's translated to the numbers I'm seeing for Patrick Mahomes. But Patrick Mahomes used to throw for much more passing yards per game and more TDs. He had a better QB rating. He had better yards per attempt back in 2018 to 2022 in comparison to now. Now it's not as effective. It's not as efficient. Like yards per game have gone down 50 yards. Passing rating have gone down 14. His
a
yards
lot.
per attempt have gone down like a little over a
I know a
yard.
lot of it is the receivers haven't been healthy, but again, like how many times we go keep like if they're not healthy, they're not healthy. We got to just go with what we got. So that's why I'm excited about Jalen Royal this week. We just need guys out there.
And look, and I said it too, bro. Like, look, I already said it. If these guys all get back healthy, they get on the field for 4 straight games. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna wait. I got patience to give it 4 games, see if things turn around. But if I'm seeing the same stuff, then it is what it is, man. Like, there's a problem. Somebody gotta go. And I ain't about to say Big Red either.
Yeah, it's that's a long time from now, Chuck. Like getting Rasheed right. We got the games we got ahead of us right now. I'm not even thinking about Rasheed Right. We got to beat the Ravens, the Lions. Like we got to beat both of them teams, or at least one of them, and win the rest of them before we even think about Rasheed Rice.
Yeah. So by the way, man, like I'm sorry when I don't know how in the world EGE got trended like that, bro. And some people are just like, that's not gonna stick with Rasheed Rice saying EGE, everybody got to eat. I was like, bro, y'all, we got other things to worry about. Y'all worried about y'all worried about saying that Rasheed Rice came up with, man.
I
So
hope Rondo.
so
Let's just
when
win one first.
yeah, one game at a time. Let's definitely worry about that. All right, so I want to talk about this matchup, man. Because the thing that concerns me in this matchup is Dexter Lawrence because I saw where he was lined up at quite a bit against the Cowboys, and that's where Kingsley's at, man. That left guard. That's a major concern.
Oh man.
Dexter's one of the best defensive tackles in the league. He top three to me. Man, he was making some noise. Like even though it was a high scoring game in that Giants Cowboys game, like him as an individual, we just focus on Dexter Lawrence. He was dominating. He was doing his
Game
job.
changer.
Yeah, and I'm concerned that he gonna make a big impact in this game if Kingsley don't get help. Whether it's a running back chipping or whether you're gonna have either Josh Simmons or Creed Humphrey help the double team for a moment. That's a major concern for me. Like, is there any other concerns for you fellas? I mean, besides Dexter,
That
regards to
whole
the
D
Giants
line.
game?
That whole D line, bro. It's problems all on that D line. This is gonna be I love this matchup because we spent so much money on this offensive line, and I feel like I'll be the only one criticizing this interior. We spend all this money on them. These are games they need to be showing us they worth that money too. I know we talk about Kingsley and yeah, he questionable right now, but yeah, we need that whole O line to have a good game. 74. I want to see the rookie on rookie violence, Simmons and Carter. It's gonna be good. It's good matchups on that front. That the trench battle. I'm looking forward to that.
So, what about for you, country? I mean, any concerns for you? Regards to these units?
Yeah, I mean they got a good D line. And that's about it. I mean, they can put up numbers if Russell Wilson get hot. But I mean, we've seen him before. I seen Neighbors. Neighbors is nice, so you know you gotta shut him down, and the defense the secondary gonna have to come with it again, and our D line is gonna have to eat too. You know, you can't just keep talking about what we should be doing. We're gonna have to get out there and do it.
Yeah, man. And like, yeah, as far as our defensive line goes, man, like it's really bad, man. Like, cause I saw some metrics today in regards to Charles Menahue and George Karlaftis, and it's really bad. And like Mike Dana, you don't even see him on the screen. You got to scroll a little bit to find him. It's really bad, bro. And like,
Did
but
you
the
see
thing,
anything good?
that's
On the
it.
pass
Nothing.
rush? No.
I'm saying period. Jesus Christ.
I
Dude,
mean,
we 0-2 right now. Why are we trying to find positives? We
Because
not
it's
playing
all
good.
negative. Like we ain't got
Yeah,
nothing to build off
yeah,
of.
yeah. When you go 0-2, yeah, that's the type of energy we got right now, bro. We got to win to get that type of energy. We don't got it.
I mean, look, it's
All
like
right, that's
like
cool.
like when you losing like we losing the way we're losing right now. We gotta dig to find some positives. I mean, the few positives we do have. I mean, Josh Simmons. I mean, that's a positive right there. Let's see who else. I mean, No Williams. I mean, No Williams. He had a great game, having to step in for Christian Fulton getting hurt early in the game. Let's see. Jaden. I mean, Jaden Hicks did his thing. I mean, look, I mean, the rookies in general. I mean, most of them, stepping up. I mean, that's the one positive I could find. Patrick Mahomes, he's still being the competitor that he is. I mean, it hasn't been perfect, but he's doing everything possible to keep the team in the game. It's tough. It's tough when you lose. It's really tough to find a lot of positives. I mean, I guess another positive would be, we may say
Man, don't no, man. You make it sound pathetic now. Don't search for it.
I mean,
Just keep talking. How you talking, man? It's
hey,
all right.
hey, listen, you don't want to
I
get
find
negative.
I find lessons. I don't look at losses the same way y'all look at losses. So I just see it different. But it's okay.
I
That's
look
okay.
at win and loss. 0-2, I mean, two losses. I don't know how y'all look at it, but two losses are two losses, man.
I mean, look, that's a fact,
Still
man.
early. It's still
Everybody,
early.
everybody got their own mind how they look at things. So,
I'm not, bro. I'm not judging nobody how they look at it. I just look at it different. But it's all good. It's all good. Two
but
L's is two L's.
yeah, but I will say this though, man. The thing that's interesting about this matchup is, both of these offensive lines, they struggle run blocking. Like the Giants, they really not that much better at run blocking. So it's like it feels like whoever is able to run the ball or whoever is able to throw the ball in the air effectively in this matchup. But the thing is, like you said earlier,
Nobody, hold on. Nobody counts the preseason, bro. You got to chill on that.
yeah, I'm saying it counts preseason anyway.
You got to
But
chill.
but like we said earlier, I mean, you guys agree. I mean, the Giants got by far the best defensive line in this matchup through 2 weeks.
I'm worried about Russ deep ball against us too, though, with our secondary. I think he can. What he threw for like 400 yards last week?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
he's over 400.
Yeah, I definitely think he gonna have some success with that play action and just getting us deep. Now, I want to see how our secondary play this week
But I know this, like we run a totally different scheme than the Cowboys. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
It's like Cowboys, they like to sit in like this game this year. They like to sit in cover three for the most part.
they
You know,
need.
we're a lot different in comparison to that.
But not being able to get pass rush and with your secondary banged up and not being that great of a secondary anyway, I could see Russ having some success. I don't know about 400 yards, but I definitely could see him hitting us deep a couple times and having a good game.
They can play him like they did on Christmas. He ain't getting that off on Christmas. Didn't he play for the Steelers last year?
Yeah, yeah, he didn't do anything, but
Russ is, you know how Russ is. Russ is one day he'll come with it, and then one day you be like, "Who was that?" Russ is wishy washy, man.
Yeah, like Russ at this point in his career, he'll have like maybe 2 games where he'll turn back the clock and it'll be like on some let Russ cook type stuff. But other
Yeah,
than that, he's mainly a game manager now.
licking
I
his
bet
lips
I
against
bet
his.
he is, Brent.
Oh, I mean, he definitely is, Brent. He definitely is for sure. But
take
speaking of neighbors, neighbors definitely a threat for sure. He can impact the game, but another guy that I'm really concerned about is Rondell Robinson. Like Rondell Robinson line up in that slot. So, I mean, hopefully Steve Spagnuolo don't do anything crazy as far as like getting putting whoever over there line up in that slot. I know last week it wasn't a big concern just because the Eagles' offense was basically stale, kind of like how we're stale on offense right now. So we didn't have to worry about explosives that much with them. But it's a different matchup this week. So
Well, how did the Cowboys walk up and down the field on the Giants then?
oh so I mean they did it through the air and then Javante got some work on the ground too.
your
So
Cowboys offense probably a little further along than ours right now, with us being banged up and all that. So
most definitely like Cowboys through 2 weeks. They offense has actually been pretty solid so far. Like like we all know the Eagles game at the end, CD
yeah,
choke.
trick that off.
Yeah, trick that game off. So other than
This
that,
boy, them Eagles fans is. I don't even want to. Hey, Eagles, Eagles are funny, man. They got some funny ass fans. Y'all are the most watched team. Remember this dude? Remember the dude we did the Super Bowl said, "Yeah, everybody be watching us." They not watching y'all, bro. They watching the teams y'all be playing, bro. Y'all play Dallas and us. Of course, y'all got the most watched football games out of the weeks. Duh. We bring eyes, bro. It ain't because of the tush push. Are you crazy?
yeah, I was about to say it's funny
Like, ain't
because
nobody tuning in to watch Hurts throw 13 for 15 for 72 yards. Nobody want to see that, man.
that's very
Even
funny.
though we 0-2, but Jesus Christ. I mean,
That's
it ain't
very
because of y'all. Now they want to be America's team and they the villains and all that. And Eagles are hilarious. It's a bunch of hilarious Eagles fans, bro.
that's funny. That's funny 'cause, like the Eagles fan don't realize is the Cowboys. I mean, they hold like majority of the NFL fan base still, and then on top of that, the very next week you deal with the Chiefs who bandwagon has soared. Just off the run that the
First, and
Chiefs
then your first game is the opening game, a standalone game of the first. It's the season opener. Everybody's gonna watch this game. It's not because of you.
right. It's funny. They are funny as heck for that.
Yeah. Nate Taylor just texted me. Thank God,
Hurts deep ball. John's funny. Hurts deep ball's a 10 yard out to the tight end.
bro. And then the play that he made to Devontae Smith is like
It
the
was a
reason he
perfect.
made the play because the ball was so short that Trent was running to defend the end zone, and Smith was like, "That ball ain't gonna make it to this." I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to talk about the Eagles. We need to worry on because they won the game, and that's all that counts is wins and losses. And we lost, so
Let me ask y'all: if we lose this week to the Giants, what do y'all say on Monday?
0-3.
I mean, look, man, it's a tough hill to climb, man, because they did say the last time we started 0-3, we missed the playoffs. But I just don't. Even if we go 0-3, I don't believe that.
When the
You
I'm
last
st-
time we went 0-3?
2011.
so you still think
It's
we're
a
a
whole
playoff team
different.
if we go 0-3?
I still think we can turn around because we started out 1-5 before and made the playoffs. I know but I said this for a while, fellas. We can't keep winning the way that we're winning when we do win games. Like I even
How
said
do you
this
want to
last.
win? How do you want to win?
I want some. I want some. I want some. I want some balance, man. I want a few dominate wins in between these close wins. I know it's hard
What's
to dominate a team in the NFL, but we done seen teams dominate in the regular season in certain matchups. We don't dominate like how we used to, as far as that goes.
what's a dominant? Uh,
Get a
just
few
want to
double
win.
digit wins in between,
What?
bro.
Huh?
Get a few double digit wins in between.
Why are you? Why is that such a? Just win the game at this point. I don't get the double digit. You got to win. You ain't win. This ain't college, bro. Like you don't get points for winning.
I get that. But at the same time, we was living like that the entire year last year. Then the Super Bowl.
We went 15-2, living like
and
that
it
too.
and it
Yeah,
caught up
but we
to
can't.
us.
But as you can
No
see,
injuries caught up to us
yeah,
in the
No, how
Super
we
Bowl.
played caught up to us.
yep, that too.
No, I don't think so. I
Yes,
think
it
injuries
did.
finally
Definitely
caught
how we
up to you.
played. How we played
Yeah.
definitely caught up to us for sure.
Would you have
And
played like that if you weren't injured?
what you? It's different when you healthy, of
I,
course.
so that's what I'm saying.
Every
Injuries
every
finally
team
caught
in
up to you.
every team in the NFL got injuries towards the Super Bowl, bro. Like that ain't no
I
excuse.
know.
They how we played caught up to us. We played
Uh,
down the competition all year long. We squeaked by all year long, and it caught up to us in the playoffs because we didn't have a close game.
and then what happened to the Bills? So the Bills and Ravens beat teams all the time, and then they get to the playoffs and nut up.
Okay, but neither one of them teams won.
I, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So why'd
So
you
I
bring
mean,
them up?
I don't get that. I don't get the logic. It's all good, bro.
Now I'm trying to figure out why you bring up the Bills and Ravens. I mean, I know there's our
Yeah,
competition.
No, he brought up the Bills and Ravens. The Bills and Ravens dominate people all the time. But
Yeah, they still gotta get to the bowl during this era. But I'm just saying,
I'm just saying the way you won, but they won in a variety of ways. They won with defense, they won with special teams, they won with timely plays.
they
I
won.
don't
They
well the
won by
well the
one
point
position all season.
huh?
well the point now is this country. We through 2 weeks we haven't gotten away with that, bro. Like we've been within the game, but we're not closing it like how we used to
Yeah,
when it's
all
close.
last year we every game was by one possession. The only difference this year is we lost them games because we only lost by one possession. Still,
Yeah, I mean
we
it's not
was winning those
sustainable.
games last year.
It's really not sustainable at this point, bro. What's up, D man?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Nice of you to
What's
join us,
going on?
man.
Yeah, decided to join, and I was watching Thursday Night Football, and I was like, I'd rather hop on with the guys right now.
Yeah. It's still a tight one though in Buffalo. But D Mac, man, I mean, how you feeling about this week?
Win the game. Win the game, please. That's really what it comes down to. That's legitimately how we ended to tell the truth, man. I was just like, just win the game. It don't matter how it looks, if it's ugly. Like we're not in the business of begging and choosing how things is going to end up looking. I just want to win. So, as far as like the matchup is concerned, theoretically you should be able to run on this team, but I've said that for how many times and we haven't been able to. So can you
Yeah,
get
I
under
do.
center more? Like Reed suggested that they may want to do. That'd be nice and try and create some things. Tell you what, watching back the tape, Titans got to block better. Noah Gray, Travis Kelsey, embarrassing effort as far as what they were able to do to try and block and help out this running back room. I would try out Brashard Smith for more carries because he can take advantage of the yards a little bit better. Yeah, he has the issues with vision, but so does Pacheco. So it's not that big of a deal at this point. You can only run Kareem Hunt straight, so it doesn't really matter from that aspect either. So, yeah, I mean, you should be able to run in this team if you block it up well and protect Mahomes. Then hopefully you can find some guys open. Especially it seems like both Royals and Worthy are going to end up playing. So, yeah, I mean, the offense should be fine to put points up, and then the defense just has to make sure that Russ doesn't bomb them over the top. And if that doesn't happen, then you should be fine on defense too.
And look, like we already like right before you hopped in here, we was talking about how the Chiefs been in so many one possession games to where it's not really dominant like I used to be. But I understand for this week, it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a low scoring close game. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm with you on just getting a W, just getting a W and moving forward from there. But we were just saying, like, last year, despite us going 15-2, we was pretty much in a close battle, like, just about every game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just like it to have, like, a little more balance this time, you know, as far as,
He
like,
want a
dominating teams here
dominating
and there,
win.
you know?
What do you say, Country?
He wants a dominating win.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, not
What's a
anytime soon.
dominant?
Not anytime
What's a
soon.
dominating win in the NFL?
2
10 points or
Oh,
possessions.
I
more.
mean,
Seven.
we've seen it with
10
the
points or
Lions,
more.
what the Lions did to the Bears, and what what
Nah,
the
see,
Bills
we're
did
not
to the
even
Jets.
saying that, D-Mac. We ain't even saying all. That's the extreme. We saying 10 points, bro.
I was saying
Give
control the game, then.
Yeah,
Control the
give
game.
us a 20-10 game, but we winning the whole game.
Control the game.
That's all we
But
ask.
you got to start better. You got to start better than you did the last two
I
games.
said that. Yep.
Obviously on both ends, the defense specifically versus the Chargers, and the offense. Well, I guess the offense started poorly too versus Chargers too. So yeah, no, you got to start the game better if you want to do that. I, I don't know. I don't expect us to control any game right now because I don't see this team as having the ability to do so right now, which is kind of unfortunate to say. But hey, the matchups are there to do so. But the Giants could easily be like, hey, I think we have what is necessary to keep in this game too. So we're gonna see.
D-Mac, if the Giants win this game, what do you say on Monday?
Uh, then when you came out of week two saying, or I should say, when I went into week two, I said, hey, I think we're going to blow up by double digits. And they ended up playing a better game than I expected them to. And they were
Hmm.
able to ultimately make it a close game. And they were legitimately one play away from winning the game, my personal opinion, as far as the Kelsey drop is concerned. And I
Hmm.
felt better, on that Monday. You lose this game and go to other three. I got no choice but to say that this team is going to miss the playoffs then, which would be
Mm,
a damning place to be with Patrick Mahomes.
mm.
In a similar way that we said the same thing about the Bengals, it was inexcusable that they ever got to a place with Burrow that they ever missed the playoffs
Oh,
too. So
that's funny.
that's where I would tell you that I'd be on Monday if we end up losing this game.
Okay. Must win Sunday, man. Okay.
It is. It's a must win. That obviously due to opponent is one thing, but going down 0-3 in a season, that's a significant disadvantage to be working from for the rest of the year.
All right, so I mentioned Dexter Lawrence early in the show is like a main concern for this team right now. And because you saw in that Cowboys game, even though it was a high scoring game, you saw him dominate as an individual in general, and like where he lines up at, mostly on the defensive side of the ball. So like besides him, I mean, is there any other concerns for you, D Mac, in regards to
He
the Giants?
dominated the game.
Patrick?
I was gonna say he dominated the game, but they still put up like 40 some points. Like,
You saying Dexter? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, he was very good against the run. Um, the pass, his pass rush hasn't been as good. He's dealing with a little bit of a wrist issue. Um, no, I mean, you got to be able to block him well. That's just the long and the short of it. Yeah, if you don't block him well, then of course it's going to be an issue. Yeah, I'm going to be concerned if he's one on one with Kingsley, but you should be sliding to him on a consistent basis in that case anyway. Um, Moving him in the run game is going to be tough. That's for sure. But
Well, we ain't got to worry about that.
because we ain't running the ball regardless, right? So it's. I understand it. I get why Dexter is an issue, but there are so many holes at the second and third levels of this Giants defense right now. You should be able to move the ball outside of having to worry about Dexter and the edge rushers for that matter. It shouldn't be something that destroys your offense if you're able to properly scheme things up. In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned earlier, I mean, we just gotta block it up, man. And the
I can
thing,
I
I
I
think
I can
Kevin
I
roots for losses
yo,
sometimes.
Kevin
Kevin
is
It feel
wild.
like that.
King the mock
Kevin
drafts is
Kevin
I
crazy
feel
Kevin
listen,
is
like
Kevin,
it
I
wild.
feel
will
like it feel like people root for losses, bro. It's weird energy.
You think we
uh,
want to feel like this?
Tyreek
It
just had
looked
a huge
like it
drop.
though. It looked like everybody's enjoying themselves.
Tyreek just had a huge drop. Kevin, I can guarantee you if we do go to 0-3, there will be a tell the truth mock draft. We will have that on Tuesday.
Damn,
Wow.
man. That's
Wow.
nasty work.
Wow.
That's nasty.
Like, dang, they're already 0-3.
Depends on how
We.
bad it go. I might do one Sunday night out of frustration.
That's crazy.
You would do something like that.
Mm, mm, mm.
But nah, man. You know, like, here's the thing with the offensive line. Like, we mentioned how this team doesn't really bother to run the ball. They not really confident running the ball. I don't know how the heck they approaching running the ball. But I would love for Josh and Kingsley to at least get a chance on that left side. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, yes, but look, I'm not saying this to disrespect the Giants defensive line, but they did not get pressure versus Dallas. And again, Dallas has, a solid enough unit on the offensive line, but like it wasn't like they were harassing Dak Prescott all day.
oh
So like
nah.
it shouldn't be where you are all of a sudden having Patrick Mahomes run for his life. That shouldn't happen in this game. Now, will it? I don't know. This team could be bad enough to where it does happen, but it should not happen, and not based on the way that this defensive line or this offensive line, in my opinion, has played through the first 2 weeks anyway.
Because I
Versus
guarantee you,
a tough matchup in the Eagles and a kind of tough matchup in the Chargers.
because I guarantee you, there are some Chiefs fans, there are a group of Chiefs fans looking at that Giants Cowboys game like, shoot, the Cowboys put up 40. So I don't see how the Chiefs offense can't all of a sudden get things going against this Giants defense. But
Well, if
he's,
we
he's
had
got he,
Javante Williams, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens, then
right,
yeah.
right. I was about to get to that point. Like we don't near have the weapons or just
The
like the
skill
offense in
position
general.
players. Nah, yeah, not at all.
Which this is, and I know there's a whole big conversation about coaching staff, Brett Veach, et cetera, as it pertains to the roster. But yeah, I mean, Javante Williams would be better to have than Elijah Mitchell, who they don't seem to have any use for on the roster right now because they don't activate him and play him, which is fine by me. But like I said, you should have cut him then. You shouldn't have got rid of Mike Pennell. You should have kept Mike Pennell instead of Elijah Mitchell. I don't know
Oh
why
my
that happened.
gosh, dog.
But
We
I would have
signed
kept.
Elijah Mitchell over all these other players we could have got, man.
I would have kept Esopoli because as far as cut down day was concerned. But yeah, the gamble there for Elijah Mitchell over Javante Williams looks bad. And so that's something that Brett Veach has to wear. No two ways about it. But yeah, I mean it's yeah, the Cowboys offense is operating at a better level because it actually has the functioning weapons necessary to do so. If you have Rasheed Rice and you had Xavier Worthy obviously fully healthy and integrated in Jalen Royals, then maybe I could say, hey, you could put up 30 points on this team for sure. I think that this defense is vulnerable to it, but you may only have one of those guys, obviously, and hopefully you have at least two of them, and we'll see what Worthy looks like. So, yeah, I mean, no, this team isn't in position to say, hey, we should be putting up 35 points on the team or 40, let alone 40.
Yeah. So here's another thing, man. Like here's another thing I want to ask everybody in the room, man. We done seen how this team started out. Um, do you guys just think it got? Do you guys think that egos have finally clashed within the Chiefs organization when it comes to like I don't know coaches, whether it's Brett Veach, whether it's players? Like you think this egos just finally clashed and it's got to the point where things just we don't know. I don't know. Is it gonna get better? Like, is it gonna be smooth again or what?
Um,
It's two
well,
games. Chill out, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus
Look, I know
Christ.
it's just 2 games, but
I know, but you at the gate, at the castle with pitchforks and
What
in a
what is getting
mob.
back,
My
Chuck?
God, it's 2 games.
I
Let
haven't
Jesus
me
seen
Christ.
I haven't seen it look this bad, bro, during
let's
this run. That's
simplify.
It's
all I'm
Let's
saying.
2 games, bro. Come
Chuck.
on.
Let's simplify your
Jesus
question a little
Christ.
bit. Do everybody still think the Chiefs win in their division?
yes, I still say yes.
Yeah,
Chuck, country, y'all still
yeah,
think they gonna win their
yeah.
division?
Yeah,
I
we
still
asked
think
this
we win the
on the
division.
post game, and they said yeah, the
Okay.
temperature check. So
Right.
I will say this. I think that Red Veach and Spagnuolo had a real disagreement over Joshua Uche last year. I would be surprised if Red Veach went out and got this guy and was like, "So you're just not going to allow him to do what he does best? Huh? You're just not going to allow him to rush the passer." I imagine that there was some frustration as far as that was concerned. I will say that this other aspect of it, things got bad, in 2021. Like it was like we just didn't look like a good team for a portion of 2021. And obviously at the end of that season, like the way it ended, there was like the discussion about Mahomes and Eric Bieniemy, et cetera, et cetera. Um, Tyreek Hill obviously moved on, but I don't think that's an ego thing. It was pretty much purely money. The I don't think there was ever really other time. I mean, 2023, like DJ said, or DG said, that the offense looked ugly, but I wouldn't say that there was ever an ego thing. This is a very unique circumstance in which, for the first time during this Chiefs era of Mahomes, not only are people trying to bury the team in a way in which is kind of similar to previous times, but more extreme than previous times, but they also were saying, hey, Andy Reid, you're washed. They're saying Steve Spagnuolo is not doing the things necessary he needs to on this defense. They're saying Brett Veach is looking bad as a GM. They're saying that these guys are failing Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback, in addition to the normal Patrick Mahomes is falling off stuff. And I say that to say it's going to be very interesting to see how this entire franchise does respond to that portion being leveled at them. Um, the Patriots kind of sort of got there in some respects in some years in which they weren't as great as they were. And obviously, we know they went to 10 years of not winning a Super Bowl, but this is the first time in which the public is looking at the Chiefs during this really during the Andy Reid era, and more specifically during the Patrick Mahomes era, and saying you guys are messing up and look like you guys are dead. And so how they respond to that is going to be fascinating, in my opinion, because hopefully it's a come to Jesus moment and they make the proper adjustments necessary. But we'll see if they do.
And look, DG, I agree with you. Like 2023, it was kind of rough. It was definitely kind of rough, but I argue this 2 game start is slightly worse than that, bro.
For sure.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
For sure,
It's
this is
Yeah,
worse.
no,
2 games
this
worse
is
than the whole
this,
season.
no, this is worse than 2023 for sure. Because
For sure.
the thing about the 2023 Chiefs, again, it looked rough on offense for sure. No two ways about it. But again, the opening night loss to the Lions is one thing that you go through, but you go through the opening night loss to the Lions and you're missing Chris Jones and Travis Kelsey. It's easy enough to be like, oh well, everything will be fine after that. And then you rattle off 6 straight wins and everything is fine off of that. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously you go in the second half of the season, you lose the tough game against the Packers, which is annoying, obviously due to the missed call. Then you go and then you lose the Bills at home, in which Mahomes throws the pick trying to get it to Sky Moore, and then you lose the Raiders game on Christmas, which is another thing. And it looks bad, but it never got to this point. And again, it's probably unfair to look at it this way because of course this team has had 2 game losing streaks in the Mahomes era, but when you start a season off like this, even if the opponents are a playoff team from last year and the defending Super Bowl champions, it comes with a different level of scrutiny, which I think you're seeing right now.
Man, what you laughing
Go
about
ahead,
now,
country,
country?
yeah,
I just
Country,
think
what
it's
you laughing about
ridiculous
now,
what
man?
y'all saying. It sounds ridiculous.
why does it sound
How did
ridiculous
they
to you?
lose? How did they lose?
The last 2
Coach,
games,
Boogie, please, because
Uh-huh.
I don't want to yell. I'm just asking, how did they look in the loss? I'm just asking.
well,
you
the
just said a
defense,
loss is a loss earlier. Now you
the
A
saying
loss
how'd
is
they
a
look?
loss. Never mind, D Night.
I
Don't
know
answer.
I'll answer
That's
the
what
Don't
you
worry.
question.
said.
Don't worry. No,
No,
don't answer it, please.
No,
A
I
loss
want to
is a
answer the
loss.
question.
A loss is a loss.
The defense looked embarrassed against the Chargers, and the offense looked completely lost during that, especially during the first half. And Mahomes has been carrying during that second half. And then against the Eagles, the offense looked anemic, and the defense was blitzing, praying to hell that Jalen Hurts couldn't complete a deep pass, which they got lucky that only was able to get one. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the losses ultimately come down to 1 or 2 plays. The margins in the NFL generally are slim, and we're a team that usually makes those 1 or 2 plays. So even if they have that slim of margins and end up losing the games, I understand why it may sound ridiculous from that standpoint. But as far as how they look, yeah, they don't look like they're anywhere near a championship team. And that's the standard of being the Chiefs right now, as it should be.
Yeah, in
But
like
that's
look,
why I
man.
don't. That's why I don't feel like some of this is ridiculous. This team doesn't look like a championship team, and they're supposed to be a championship team. So to say that they don't look like one to me isn't ridiculous. Because country, I'm sure you agree, and this is with the caveat that obviously they're missing the two wide receivers that we think change things on offense. I think I agree with you as far as country, or I think country, you can agree with me as far as it's concerned. This team doesn't look anywhere near a championship team. Do you
And
disagree
look,
with that?
and look, we're gonna
No,
give this team time.
hold on, Chuck, real quick. I do want to close the loop on this. Country, do you disagree with that assessment?
Yeah, but it's okay though.
You don't think this team? You think this team looks close to a championship team?
I think it's things that can be figured out and fixed. Yeah.
No, that's not the question I asked you.
Yeah.
Right now, as of
Well,
right now, is this a
go ahead,
championship
Chuck.
team?
But
Right
country, that's
now.
not you can't. You got to be honest with me, and I understand your
Oh,
point because this team has
shit.
proven time and time again to be able to dig out of some stuff. But you think this team looks close to a championship team?
I think
Seriously.
they got things they can figure out, and they will look like a championship team. Yeah,
I didn't ask
it's
if they
just
could.
so
I
hard
asked
to
if they look
believe.
close to one.
This
Politician,
dude
man.
beating around. This dude
Politician,
always
boy.
trying to run around the question,
I'm
dog.
not beating
Like,
around. Of
bro,
course, I say the same thing every year. Where do they end up?
we talking about right
But he asked
now. I'm
you a
not talking about
question.
down the line. We talking
Bro, I
about
don't
right
care.
now.
I'm
Does this look
telling
like a
you what I.
championship team right now, bro?
Why ask my
Right
opinion if you just
now.
gonna
Well,
just
but
try to
Because you got
display
to
it?
answer it.
I'm
but
saying shit can be fixed. They will
yes,
fix it, and they will look like a championship team. What's the
I
But what
problem with
about,
that?
but he
Yeah,
asked
forget
about
about
right
it.
now.
Okay,
I
right
have.
now they don't look like a championship team. Jesus
Okay, there you
Christ,
go.
thank you. Are you happy?
That's
Jesus
all I got.
We
Christ,
got our
that's
answer.
So the
ridiculous.
wait, but the point of me asking that question is this: I think
That's
that
why I
the
didn't want to answer the question. I already know
but
what the
country,
response is going to
just
be.
country,
It's
just
stupid.
stay with me for a second, country.
No,
The
I'm
reason
cool,
why
bro. I'm cool. I'm
the reason
cool.
why I asked this question is this: I think that the disagreement really comes in the ability for us to answer the questions in a similar way that we have in seasons past. I saw the answers as far as the 2023 team because you just had to distill down the targets to Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice, and that's what they were able to do during the offense. And during the postseason, they were able to win the title. The 2022 is what it was. You know, that wasn't a big deal.
Okay, so you just
2019,
said
they
they
just
had
had
an
to
embarrassing performance defensively against the Chargers.
correct.
They already didn't look like that the next week, right?
Well,
They offense looked anemic against the thing. Okay, now you get Worthy, you get Royals back, you're getting Rice back in
right.
6 weeks. Do you think it's gonna look like that forever? Are we? Is
I
it over? I just want to go. I just want to go 0-4. So Boogie will be happy. But I don't
I think
care.
Why would
Man,
I
what
be
the
I don't
happy?
care
heck?
about the season no
Why would
more.
I
I
be
really don't
happy?
care, bro.
Oh my
It's no,
goodness.
it's no, it's no fun talking to y'all about this right now. It's over. It's doom and gloom. We suck. We should have got Javonte Williams. That shit is just crazy to me, bro. I don't. Y'all act like y'all ain't been here before.
well, I think that
I
I
don't
don't think
understand
this.
why y'all act like we lost 40-6 twice, and they got ran off the field, embarrassed. They had to bring in the backup quarterback.
Well,
No, I've
well,
seen the
since they
Patriots
got,
get beat 48-14, and they didn't have these conversations.
yeah, they did have them conversations,
People
and we
No,
got
have these
blew
we
out in the
I
had
said,
Super
them
wait a
Bowl.
minute. How you
conversations,
know?
and then they came
How
and
Nah,
you
beat
know
us
that?
later when it was time to show up.
which is
yeah,
true,
but
but the
We
Patriots
were
did have
having those conversations.
we got blew out in the
but I'm
Super
saying other
Bowl,
people.
lost week 1, didn't look good
And we
week
blew
2.
the Patriots out on ring ceremony night. And
Hmm.
are the Patriots done? And what they do? They went out
Yeah,
1-1. They went out. What they do? Went
I
out,
wouldn't,
won the Super Bowl.
They
I
won the
wouldn't
Super Bowl.
compare
Yeah.
this team to that Patriots
Of
team.
course you wouldn't, Boogie. Of course.
What do they have
I
in
don't.
comparison?
I don't even have an issue with what point country you're making. I truly do. What I'm trying to say is this. I think that there were obvious criticisms of this team. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying Javonte Williams should have been the guy of Elijah Mitchell. He just looks like a better running back. I don't know why that would be an
And
issue with
bro,
this.
I feel you. We had the conversation about Javonte
Okay.
Williams. I feel like they took a gamble.
Right.
They might have made the wrong move. That shit
Right.
happened, bro. That's the
It does.
game.
Absolutely.
The
100%
same
happens.
gamble with Javonte Williams coming off an injury, Elijah Mitchell coming off injuries. Okay, hopefully we can get our staff with him, get them fixed up. We
Yep.
got a nice little line. Maybe it'll work out. It
Yep.
didn't work out. Okay. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to fire the GM because that move didn't make. When that's a good gamble. If it works, nobody cares. If it works, nobody. Bro, nobody thought Jerick McKinnon was going to scorch the earth. He came in, he was coming off injuries, damn near 30. He wasn't the man. Now he retired. Everybody like, oh shit, we need Jerick McKinnon back. Lord have mercy. He didn't come in the door like that.
No,
I just been here before. I don't know why everybody's so in arms about it.
You've been
Do
0-2
you
before?
not believe?
We've been
You
3 and
right.
4, which
Go
I think
ahead,
we're
bro.
going to
I'm
end up
sorry.
being 3 and 4.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
I think my specific issues, and to your point, we did not get blown out by the Eagles, which I thought we were going to. If if we got blown out by the Eagles like I expected us to, then I would be far more negative than I am right now, to be perfectly honest with you. But the disagreement or the disconnect for me is the answers for this team, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, I don't think are on this roster for them to get to a championship level necessary. And that's with me assuming that they're probably not going to get another running back, which is fine by me. I think that they can be okay if you get these wide receivers where they need to be as far as the offense is concerned. I think you can still have a top 8, top 5 type of offense when the wide receivers on the field. And that's enough where you need to be, in my opinion. I understand Boogie. I know people have disagreements, but that's fine. Because I believe in what this team could look like. But we've never needed to run the ball well. I don't expect why he was going to change now. That's just me.
I don't understand, bro. And people have all these diatribes and threads about we don't run the ball. We never run the ball anyway. And then they'll be in the same breath, man, we need a dynamic running back. For what? For him to sit on the bench and look cool with his jury?
I wouldn't mind.
Damn, we got Pacheco for that. He got a nice chain. I seen it.
He not dynamic though.
When he was taking Clyde's job, he was dynamic as it. Oh, he took
How many years ago was that? How many years ago
Y'all just
was that?
switch up all the time, bro. It's just
How many years ago was that?
wishy-washy. I
How
don't
many years
like
ago was
that.
that?
I stand on business all the time. I stand on the same type of business. I don't
How many
switch
years
up
ago?
every year or every player.
How many years ago was Pacheco doing
I
that?
don't
that you talking
care.
about?
It don't matter. The point still remains.
Well, if that's the case, Nick Chubb was doing it a couple years ago.
Nick Chubb got 2 fake ass knees, bro. Why you stop that, bro? Stop.
He got 2 fake knees, and he look better than Isaiah Pacheco right now.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
We'll see week 10 if
can't
he's still
deny it.
playing.
Maybe
You can't deny it.
We'll see if he's still playing week 10.
He may not be, but he does look better than him right now. That's just
Joe
a fact.
Mixon look better.
Okay.
Where he at?
He's dead. He's got a foot injury.
He-
For the
yeah.
rest of the year.
Joe Mixon.
Chubb does look
What?
better than him because he
Chuck,
has
man, go ahead, bro. I'm done. I don't want.
Okay, can I just?
I said what I was gonna say, bro.
I still really do have those issues as far as the defense side of the ball, because if you're a defense that cannot be as locked down on the back end like we were in 2023, in my opinion, that was a huge asset. And you know that you can't rush for 4, you're going to be killed by teams. You just are. You have to blitz, and your coverage is not L'Jarius Sneed, Trent McDuffie, and those guys on the back end level to be able to say we can lock it down and blitz at the same time. And you also don't have Drew Tranquil from that year either. So that's my big issue, is saying I think this offense can get where it needs to be with the wide receivers. I don't know if this defense can get to where it needs to be to meet up, to link up with that championship standard.
Now, let me ask y'all this, man, because this definitely came to mind because I saw Mitchell Schwartz tweet this earlier today about the run game and about how the Chiefs are trying to do it too much from shotgun. And he was saying it's not working because Mahomes ain't really a threat to run like that, like how Lamar Jackson or i.e. Justin Fields maybe or Josh Allen are more threats to run the ball as Patrick. Because as a defense, I think as a defense, people don't really look at Patrick as like a threat to run. You know, they focus on him throwing the ball. So I mean, is there any validity to that statement?
Yeah, I mean,
Chuck, he's running now, but y'all don't want him to run though.
I mean, I don't want to run it. I don't want to run like that either. But I'm just saying, is there any validity to that statement?
Yeah. Structure. Sorry, go ahead, Boogie.
I think it is, but I think it's also what I said earlier. We don't have an explosive type running back to be running out of shotgun. So I think it's both things.
It is a little bit of both. The bigger issue is the structural aspect of it. When you're running out of shotgun compared to under center, the ways in which you get the angles to properly block people are not as clean as they are under center. And if you're going to operate in that world, the idea of, college spread offenses and where this really comes from, pistol or just a shotgun run, is to be able to use the quarterback's legs as a plus number advantage when you're going up against teams on defense. So every single time that a team goes out there versus Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, whatever, they have to account for the fact that if they run the option, one of their defensive ends is going to be in conflict trying to keep contained. And that's why when you go up against a San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl and Bosa is confused as hell because all of a sudden Patrick Mahomes is running the option, they're not prepared for that because teams don't see him that way. Now, can Patrick Mahomes do those things? Yes. The thing about the Chiefs is we've always been able to keep that in the back pocket as a wrinkle to use in the postseason versus certain matchups, like we did versus the Bills in the AFC Championship game. Because we are in such a dire strait for our offense right now, we have to use it now compared to then. But yeah, Mitch is absolutely right. Under center runs are far more useful and structurally sound than shotgun runs are, especially when you aren't involving the quarterback as a part of that run game specifically. And that's always been a limitation to our offense, which is why I go back to I don't think we've ever been able to be a really good run team from that perspective. And that's why I think this entire offense needs structural change. But that is a Andy Reid offseason conversation that we will have for the fifth straight offseason, I suppose. But yeah, no, Mitch is absolutely right as far as that's concerned. But those are limitations that we've always operated with and been able to operate around. It's just we don't have wide receivers right now.
When have we been
And
a dominant running team outside of when Patrick Mahomes was a starting quarterback?
We have never been that.
Kareem Hunt. When he won the
No,
rushing
we
title?
weren't not even. No, that was 2017. That was X-Men.
That was Alex Smith.
I know. I mean, that's when we ran the football.
Chuck is.
Yeah, you check.
Is his connection going crazy? Okay.
We
I
haven't had a,
Yeah,
we
y'all
haven't
hasn't
had a
with
good
Mahomes.
running back to be that type of running team anyway.
That is true. But I think it is more of a chicken and egg thing from this standpoint. I think it's the structural soundness of the offense needs to change. A dynamic running back would help, but ultimately, people have been able to find running backs that operate effectively if you have the right environment around them. It's the reason why the Eagles with Miles Sanders or DeAndre Swift were able to be a really good run team, but the Chicago Bears can't get DeAndre Swift to run in the right hole. It's just different if you have the environment around you.
But we hardly ever use the fullback.
Stop it, bro.
I mean,
That's not
look.
the issue.
Because I mean,
There's no point in having a fullback on the team if you're not going to run under center.
exactly, like because if I had it my way, if I was offense coordinator, we would be running a lot more plays under center right now. But they choosing not to do it right now. And like I don't know, does it got to take Patrick Mahomes getting hurt for them to start running plays under center?
No, it would take Patrick Mahomes saying that y'all need to change the fucking offense. That's what would change the offense.
Somebody need to speak up.
Mahomes is running the offense.
Somebody need to speak up, make the change. I mean, anybody going to?
What'd you say, country?
Nothing. Never mind. Why would you say
What'd you
that?
say? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, what if Patrick Mahomes is running the offense? Because I think Patrick Mahomes is running the offense.
Andy Reid is
I'm
running
saying
the offense he ran in
when I say he's
2007.
running the offense, I say I feel like he's given a menu of plays or a couple plays before he goes in the huddle, and I think Pat calls the plays.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
I don't think he wants to run the ball.
Not what's based on we've heard, and then
A
also
ground crew member told me that.
No, I'm not talking about the ground crew guy. I don't know about him. But
I'm saying a ground crew member told me that. That's how I know.
Oh, okay. That's what. No, it's just it's Andy Reid's offense from 2007. That's the issue. It's the same offense he's always running.
I just don't get why people don't see. It's the same thing. It's the same thing every year. I can take everything you just said and apply it to 2 years ago, and it's the same thing. Same thing. Front four can't get there. They don't run the ball. Even when they do run the ball, the running backs ain't that good. Same arguments. I hear it all the time. That's why I don't get the panic right now. Because haven't y'all seen this before?
Look,
my disagreement would be the defensive backfield was a lot better in 2023. So not being able to get home with 4 was less of an issue.
Right. And also, look, the last 2 years, Patrick Mahomes' production, like I saw the tweet today, in comparison to what Mitchell Trubisky did in Chicago, it's looking like it's on going in that same downward trend,
Oh,
like I
buddy.
was mentioning last week in regards to the offense.
I mean, but that has to do with the wide receivers being hurt.
I,
Like
I,
there's
I,
nothing we can do to control Patrick Mahomes putting a helmet into Rashee Rice's knee. There's nothing we can do to control Rashee Rice deciding to race his fans on the Dallas highway. There's nothing we can do to control Travis Kelce getting bench pressed and Xavier Worthy. There's nothing we can do to control that. So like I understand the frustration, Chuck. I truly do, as far as the offensive scheme is concerned, and especially Matt Nagy not being somebody that can help the problem because he's just a yes man. But we can't control the wide receivers being out, and I believe if those guys are there, then Patrick Mahomes' numbers will be where they need to be.
It's like Chuck think this is what they threw. This is what they want. This ain't in the plan. This wasn't the plan, bro. You act
I
like
get,
this was what the
I get
plan
that.
was. It's
I
not.
get that.
But
I
this is
get
what
that.
Andy Reid wants, which is something
No,
that
it's not.
But
How?
no, I'm saying,
When
but
when
that's the
your
thing.
team ain't all the way 100%. Like
yeah,
you're
it's
not
tough.
you're working from behind the 8 ball already.
Yeah, but so this is the thing, and I agree. If you take the top two wide receivers off of, or top two pass catchers off of pretty much any offense, they're going to suffer significantly from that perspective. I agree with you 100% country, but I think the reason why I mention this is Andy Reid also isn't doing them any service, is doing them a disservice by not being able to implement easy buttons of under center runs, the play action passes, the built-in shot plays well into this offense, in my personal opinion. That also starts them behind the 8 ball even before you get to the injuries.
I'm well aware of that, DG. That's not the point. The
When the
point,
last time they ran from under center? When the no,
I mean, they did it some, but it's not a consistent part of the offense, and it's not drilled detail wise enough for it to be we're going to put the defense in conflict part of the offense neither.
okay, so
look,
can we
look,
stop bringing it up then?
No, I'm going to continue to bring it up because it's a
Because
criticism
Because they're not
warranted.
gonna do it.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm going
It's
to keep
not.
harping on it. I'm,
It's
I'm going to
like
keep harping on it. I wouldn't be a good fan or a good analyst if I didn't talk about the issues consistently with this.
exactly.
I have issues with it. And people said, hey, you should shut up about George Karlaftis. He's got this many playoff sacks, et cetera, et cetera. And he hasn't shown up, and I'm not going to shut up about it because until he does, then what? That's a waste of money. So yeah,
mm,
I understand it, country. I get why it can be repetitive and annoying to continue to hear about the negativity around a team that's gone to however many Super Bowls and won as many as we have, but these are issues, and I think specifically on the defense side, they're probably going to end up being fatal issues to our championship hopes.
Just, just
I'm root-
it's just like it's
I'm
just
rooting
like
for
I'm not
that.
gonna shut up about Matt Nagy. I mean, I'm not gonna shut up
You
about that
you
because
really should, bro, because everybody
hey,
keeps
nah,
telling you you're wrong.
pressure all year long,
because
Chuck.
look, it
Everybody
goes back.
tells you you're wrong, and you just keep
No,
harping
look,
on it,
no,
bro.
no, no,
You
no. Because
making
look,
him like
I
LeBron
want
right
to go
now,
back.
bro.
I want to go
Stop
back to what
it.
I want to go to what Nate Taylor said about Andy Reid being a teacher and teaching all the coaches how he wants the team to be coached. I feel like somebody on that coaching staff did not pay attention to class all the way.
he
That's
was
what it's
on
looking
Twitter.
like right now, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Chuck,
I think
if that's
That's
the
what I'm
case,
seeing right
if that's
now.
the
they
case,
paid
why would
attention.
they
They
be
just
on the
weren't doing
team
it
then?
well enough.
If you're not doing what Andy wants you to do, why would you have a job?
Yeah, I
Shit,
think
Bob
they're doing
Sutton
it.
If
was
that's
here.
the case,
Bob Sutton
if
was here a
your
couple
thing
years
is
too long.
That's what I'm about to say. I was just about to
But they
say
got
that,
rid of him.
Boogie. I
They
was
what?
got
just
rid of
about
him
to
eventually.
say
Bob Sutton was here a couple
that.
years too long, not
He
doing
was
what he
here.
was supposed to. Is
He
that
got
not a
rid of
true
him
statement?
eventually, though. It's not like he stuck
Yeah,
around
eventually,
for a
He
decade.
stuck.
almost a year too
No,
long.
no, not a decade, but he stuck around longer than he should have,
No, I mean,
for sure.
yes,
Exactly.
I don't disagree with that for obvious reasons.
Well,
But
there you go.
at times Andy Reid is loyal to a fault. That is a reality situation. But I think people kind of forget what the defense looked like for the majority of Bob Sutton's tenure. Like this was a consistent top
Oh
10
my
scoring defense
god.
for the last 2 years.
You
Did
know
y'all
when
get
Kobe hit
control?
that game winner?
Oh
When Kobe hit that game winner against Phoenix? Yeah.
my gosh. Oh
Was
my
that it
god.
to get?
Oh my gosh. And we was just talking about an old episode when Country just left. Like, oh my gosh.
No, he's back.
Okay, I was about to say.
Damn.
No,
Oh, I
I'm
thought he
about to
won the
say, not
championship.
again, bro.
I think
Oh man.
I think I truly do believe, and again, Bob Sutton was terrible. He was awful, no good, awful. But people do forget he had like a top 10 scoring defense for a half decade, and then it was middle of the pack, I think in 2016 or 2017, and then it was awful in 2018, and he got rid of it when it was awful. So I agree. Andy Reid sometimes, a lot of times, is loyal to a fault. I completely agree with that, and yes, he needs to refresh this offensive coaching staff, but. No, I think if Andy Reid sees the problem, he's going to fix it. I still believe in him as a head coach. I still believe him as the second most powerful man in this organization. I think he'll fix it. I truly believe that. Now, will he fix it in time for this year? I don't know. We're going to have to see about that.
Now, when all these receivers get healthy and on the field, and if we seeing the same stuff through 4 games with these
Then
guys,
keep the same energy then,
We
Chuck.
need
what you
to
gonna
we
say?
That's
need to
all I
even
can
I
we
do.
mean,
need
what
to
do you
even
say
quit
then?
saying that, Chuck, because there's no guarantee all them gonna be healthy. We need to quit
No,
saying that.
it's not a
I mean,
guarantee.
of course, there's that. I'm just saying, if
But
they all
hopefully,
healthy for four
we can
games
hope.
together, and we seeing the same stuff, I
We can
mean,
pray.
yeah, like
We can
I
pray,
mean,
right?
what you guys gonna say then? Like, because
What do,
right
what do you
now it's looking like Bob Sutton on
what do you
offense.
what do
I'm
you what
rooting.
do you what do
I'm
you
rooting
what do
for a
you define
500 year, bro. I'm rooting
what
Oh
do
for
you
shit.
500
define
and draft pick.
what do you define as same stuff? Are you saying structurally, or are you saying the output?
Structurally, output results
Okay.
only one.
Well, you can
Yes.
you can put the
Chuck,
structure
just say
for
you
this.
want to fire
So
Andy Reid, bro.
the
Just say
structure
that.
the
Just
structure
say
of the
that, bro.
Oh my
Stop beating
god.
around the bush.
Oh my
the
god.
structure the structure of the
Say
offense is
that,
not going to
bro.
the
Oh
structure of
my
the offense is
god.
not going to change. That's going to continue to be the same. The output, I think, will
Oh
be
shit.
significantly better, and I expect it to be significantly better with the wide receivers. Now, it's not. Then that's a totally different issue. Then we have more issues than I even thought we had. So, no, I think the output will change. I don't think the structure will end up changing. So that is what it is.
All right. So with that being said, man, hey man, let's go ahead and get to our predictions and picks and whatnot, man. I'm gonna start with you, D Max, since you the last one that arrived.
They asked me for a score last night on the Giants pod. I did. I think I called it 24-20 Chiefs.
Mm.
You know, are they in control? I don't know. Maybe. But I would like to be. That'd be nice. I would like it to be 24. What's it called? 24-13, and the Giants get a late touchdown to try to make it close, and they fail on the onside kick. And Chiefs get out of there with the win.
All right, bud. It's on you, man.
I like that score. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna go 24-21. It's gonna be a one possession game. We'll pull it off. I think Russ gonna have one too many big plays this week for our liking, but I think we'll pull it off.
Yeah, country. You don't do score predictions. We know that. So
Oh, I'm
we
doing
got
17-10 Giants. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. Finally picked
Yeah.
against
I
the
want us
Chiefs.
to lose.
Okay.
I'm tired of y'all having to complain about shit. So I want y'all. I
let's
want us to lose.
let's make a
I
change.
really want
That's
us
what
to lose.
I love to hear it, man. Love to hear it.
Oh man, that is a first though. Oh, I gotta compose myself now. All right, so look, I said it's gonna be a low scoring game this entire time, man. I don't think either team scores 20 points. I don't think either
That's
team
That's
scores
sad.
20
just
points. I'm with country
That's
on this.
nasty.
I'm not because like at the end of the day, we're aware that the Chiefs have never beaten the Giants in their stadium in their franchise history. We're well
Mhm.
aware of what the Chiefs are facing if they go 1-3. I just feel like it could be like how that Jets game was. Patrick Mahomes closes it out. Then you know what I'm saying. He'll probably have to do it with his legs again. I think it's gonna play out how I think it's gonna be like the Giants go up 16-14 late. We have the ball last. We drive down the field. Patrick does it on his own, and Harrison Butker kicks the game with a field goal. So 17-16. That's what I got, man. Ugly defensive game.
A, yes. B, it won't happen.
You saying we lose to the Ravens?
Oh, we for sure losing the Ravens.
You sure about that?
We are going to be very
we
lucky
are
if
going to
we
lose
do it.
to the Ravens. I hope we go 0-17 so we can get a number one draft pick, bro. I
We're
hope
we're
so
losing.
we can
We're
draft
losing.
a running back with the first pick.
We're losing to the Ravens and we're losing to the Lions. We'll be 2-4 when Rasheed Rice gets back because I believe in us being the Jaguars.
I hope he don't even
We
come
get to
back. Just
we
stay
can get
out. Just
we can get to 3-4 and everything will be in front of us after there. So
don't come back, Rasheed, because everybody got to eat. Just stay out and just let us ride
did you
this
guys
shitty season.
discuss everybody got to eat on here today?
Yeah, we
No,
did for a
why would
little
we do
bit.
that?
We did.
What did
Let's do
country? How
that.
did you feel about everybody got to eat?
It was cool for like 5 minutes, and then everybody took it and destroyed it. They
He
jumped
said
the
it got
shark.
Everybody got to eat.
gentrified. He said it got
EGE baby.
gentrified.
EGE baby. EGE. Everybody got to eat. I do think it's a funny ass nickname to be honest with you, just for the fact of how it happened. And shout out Pronva. I unfortunately I keep messing up his name. Shout out to my man Prom, but he
Probably
did a great
enough.
job.
Yeah, probably enough. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job setting that up, man. And it was funny seeing that screenshot of Rice putting in his bio, man. But yeah, no, that's not going anywhere. That is the mantra for this team the rest of the season, man. Everybody got to eat. I can't wait to see Rasheed Rice play again.
And I could have swore he said that to Patrick before overtime in the Super Bowl a few years ago against the Niners. Could have swore he said that when they was arguing.
Which is
But
funny.
she
I
said
mean,
everybody,
they
everybody.
Is
yeah
that where it
they
came
post.
from?
No, no, no. So there was Rasheed Rice had a what's it called over the summer was giving back to community, handing out some pizzas. He said everybody got to eat, and so that kind of was where the impetus of it came, and then it became his nickname overnight, and et cetera, et cetera. Kind of off and running from there. But no, that argument in the Super Bowl is always funny because Rasheed Rice was open on that last play in which Patrick Mahomes throws it to Kelsey out of bounds, but Mahomes is like, stop yelling at me. Creed just rolled the fucking snap to me. Stop yelling at me and get
Hmm.
composed because we got overtime.
Hmm.
So that was funny. And both that was one of those instances in which both players were right to be upset in that moment.
Hmm. So, all right, man.
So,
Let's go ahead.
man, speaking, go ahead.
Before
Oh, go ahead.
before before
Go ahead, country.
what do you say, country?
Nothing. I don't want to say nothing. Go ahead with
Oh, no,
the
you guys
other.
said
You
something
said you
else.
said speaking of something.
I
Yeah,
know
that's
I
what
was
I'm
going to
talking
say something about Channel. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Um,
about. All right.
the Bills just went 3-0 and it's 21-21. So this is gonna be interesting to watch.
Ooh, it's the fourth quarter.
Go ahead. Yep, 10 minutes left.
All right, bet. Yeah, we definitely gonna get out of here just in time because definitely got to see the finish on that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, let's go and get to the sponsor real quick, man. Shout out to good people Underdog Fantasy. For new users, you sign up using our promo code KingdomCast all in one word. You bet $5, you get $50 in bonus credits. So you can download it on Apple Store, Google Play. For sure, you got some promos coming up this weekend. Whether it's our game or whether it's the full slate. So again, download the Underdog app, use that promo code KingdomCast all in one word. All right, so D-Mac, did you have
Oh,
something?
the Dolphins just got a roughing the kicker penalty or roughing the punter penalty to give them another first down.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's why bad teams are bad. Um, I don't think I had anything. I will say just I'll show this really quickly because I do think it's obviously been a topic of conversation for understandable reasons. I completely get why it is. Y'all can forget trading for Devin A-Chain. I don't know why anybody would ever suggest that. The Dolphins need every cheap, controllable talent that they have, and Devin is one of the few that they have on rookie contracts. That's never happening. Um, as far as like realistic trade options, I did sorry, just give me a second to get to it. Here you go. I did tweet out which ones I thought made a lot of sense as far as Rico Dowdle, who performed admirably for the Cowboys. He was had a positive rushing yards over expected last year. Same did Jerome Ford for the Browns. Again, low cost guys that you get for cheap, guys that are pending free agents as well, and teams that have other running back options that they would probably be willing to move off of. Then Damian Pierce, who isn't my favorite, kind of similar to Pacheco as far as the vision issues, but could be at least a different option as well. The long shot would be Tony Pollard, who has veteran experience. And it's fine. He's a starting caliber running back. I think we'd be an upgrade from that standpoint. But that hinges on Tajay Spears being healthy, and then the long shots is Brees Hall and Travis Etienne. both of which are pending free agents, but both of which their teams could easily still be in it by the deadline and have no reason to sell them off. So that would be my answer. Forget Devin Chain, guys. Just put that out of your memory. But Bradley Chubb, that would make a lot of sense if you want to call Miami for somebody.
All right, so I got a few things with your post. I say the one guy that I would be open to kicking the tires on as far as like the realistic running back trades, Rico Dowdle. I mean, just because like I don't think Carolina really has a use for him because I mean, it looked like Chuba Hubbard just got that locked down. I think Chuba Hubbard is probably 3 down back in Carolina right now.
For
So
sure. Absolutely 3 down bet. And they're gonna be out of it, by the time the deadline comes around.
right,
Um Unfortunately, if Jonathan Brooks was healthy, then this would make it a little bit easier. Unfortunately, he's hurt, so that's a little
yeah,
bit tough. But they got Trevor Etienne if they wanted to end up going that route as well. I think they got
mhm.
DJ Dallas, I think, on the practice squad, so they could bring him up too. So yeah, the Daddle is somebody that does make a lot of sense, and I think he would be a legitimate upgrade too.
And about Tony Pollard, I don't think Tajay ever gonna come back healthy like that, man. I think Tony
Yeah.
Pollard got that locked down too in Tennessee.
That would be the tough part is and obviously you would prefer to have a veteran running back just for even pass protection purposes alone with a rookie quarterback. That's a big piece of it too. So that's why I say it's just a long shot for that to come to
For sure.
fruition. But yeah,
For
those
sure.
first 2 names on the list I think would make sense and could be possible.
Jerome Ford is disgusting, but yeah, if I had to pick
Hey,
one,
yeah,
it's Rico Dowdle. It's Rico
I
Dowdle if I
understand
had
it,
to take
but
one.
he had a positive rushing yards over expected. Quinshon Judkins looks like he's ready to be the 3 down back that I expected him to come out of college as. And Simpson honestly has been admirable as far as a receiving target. So hey, they look like they got their 1-2 ready to roll as far as their rookies. Might be time to go ahead and move on from Ford. And the Bills just scored a touchdown that fast. That's so funny, man. The Dolphins are terrible.
Yeah, that's like you said, that's what terrible teams do. But with that being said, man, we're gonna wrap it up here. Like thank everybody for tuning in tonight.
I got one question.
Yeah. Okay.
Country, I'm sorry to bother you once again. I'm gonna ask both of you guys this. Is the season over with if you lose on Sunday?
No.
Okay. I think it is, but that's just me. We can go ahead and wrap that.
So damn.
That's just me.
Oh Lord. All right. So I get
I'm
it.
hoping
It's
it's
so
over. I'm
I get
hoping
it.
it's over. I'm sick
But
of
I'm
this season
I'm
already. I'm
gonna
sick
bring
of
this.
fans already. I
But D
hope
Mac,
it's
I'm gonna
over.
bring this caveat to you because us and the Texans, we were the favorites to win our division, and
Mhm.
we both 0-2. So I mean,
I
from
think
that
we still
standpoint,
will
somebody
win
got
our
to go.
divisions, by the way. I think both of us still will win our division. Sorry, keep going. Though.
But you say the season's over though. If it's over
I-
3,
oh
so
yeah, if it's
so you
over
can't
3, I think it is over.
so you can't really say that if you still think we're gonna win the
I,
division.
I think no, I'm saying that I think we can win. We still are going to win our division. I think we're going to win on Sunday. If we don't, then the season's over with. And both of those things change.
Let the season be over. Let's see how that work out.
So we go 0-3. We're not going to the division. Like it's gonna be a new AFC West champion.
I think we're
Chuck,
going to
what
miss.
part is
I
over do you
think we're
not
going to.
understand, bro?
I think we're going to miss the playoffs if we go in 3.
Yeah, let's miss the playoffs. Let's do all that good stuff.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
I'm
hold you.
ready for that.
I
I'm
would pick
ready.
the Texans did not make the playoffs before us. But of course, I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm gonna say that. But hey, we'll find out. We'll see what happens on Sunday night, man.
No, if the Texans go to 0-3, then yeah, I'm picking them not to make the playoffs too. So it's fair.
As a matter of fact, probably gonna do a poll myself in regards to that. So yeah, be on the look. Yeah, look for that on my Twitter. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share our social media platforms. Until the next episode, we out. Let's go, Chiefs.
Everybody got to eat,
No,
baby. Everybody got to eat.
everybody got to eat.
EGE. EGE.